Welcome back to the Notary Podcast hosted by me, Daniel C. Lewis. And today we have a very special podcast because it's Thanksgiving today. And I just wanted to give thanks to everyone that helped support this channel. If you like the content in this channel, please like, share, and subscribe to the content in this channel. This really helps us out. We're hitting our goals this year. We started this podcast this year, and this year we are really happy to do this podcast, happy to bring you great content each and every week. This year we've have interviewed some great people, from CEOs of notary associations to just regular notaries that are just starting out, to seasoned notaries, to notaries that's starting alliances and lobbying for great change in the notary industry. So we love doing this content, and we just ask that you first like this content, then you share this content in your social media platforms. And of course, we want you to subscribe to this content. We want to definitely uplift the notary industry around this country. And since this is Thanksgiving, this is a very special podcast today, because we're going to give thanks to I'm going to give thanks to things that I think all of us should kind of consider of giving thanks to if you're a notary entrepreneur. And I'm going to give you 6 things that I think we should be very thankful for if you're a notary entrepreneur. 6 things that I think you should be thankful for. I really like this year. I really like the feedback we're getting from you, and the comments we're getting back from you. I really enjoy doing this podcast for you each and every week. And since this is Thanksgiving, let's talk about the 6 things that I think I'm very thankful for this year, starting this podcast this year. Next year actually looks like an even bigger and better year for us. So we just want to take this opportunity just to thank you for your support and listening to this podcast. The first thing I'm very thankful for, being a notary entrepreneur myself, is community support that I get in my community. Thanksgiving is a great time to reflect on your clients, businesses, and community members who have helped support your notary services. Their trust is essential to growing your business, and building a solid reputation relies on these meaningful connections. I love connecting with the different attorney services, the different nursing homes, hospitals, social workers that I work with, because a lot of my notary business, in fact, 90% of my notary business is from doing that. Social workers, hospitals, attorneys, estate planning attorneys, some escrow officers. I work with some escrow officers, some banks, some financial products. I really want to take this opportunity to say thank you for helping support my notary business and other notaries in my local area. So the community support is the first thing I want to say that I'm very thankful for. The second thing I'm thankful for is the business opportunities, my business growth and opportunities. I started my notary business in 2003. And now, of course, I've been in business now, it's 2004 now, and it's Thanksgiving, and I'm still growing strong. The notary profession has a unique opportunities for those willing to diversify. When I started my notary business, I did 100% real estate. That's all I did, real estate assignments. From sun up to sundown, real estate assignments. Then something happened in 2008. The mortgage industry collapsed upon itself, so I had to change my business. So I started doing what a lot of people refer to as general notary work. It started off as something basic, I-9s, verifications, car deals, procurements, that type of general notary work, powers of attorney, estate planning, and then that just grew and grew and grew. So I'm thankful for the business opportunities and the business growth that I've had over the years. From loan signings to estate planning documents, notary entrepreneurs can be grateful for the variety of services that allows for continued business growth and financial stability. Just growing and diversifying my business, my notary business, I'm really thankful for that, being able to diversify my notary business. So that's the second thing, community support, and then growing my business. The next thing, I'm looking at my notes here, the next thing I'm very thankful for as a notary entrepreneur on this great Thanksgiving Day is the flexibility and independence. I can't say enough about the flexibility and independence. When I go to a lot of notary meetups, whether there's online or in person, a lot of people talk about flexibility and the independence that they seek. Unlike many 9-to-5 jobs, notary work often offers flexible hours. During the holiday season, you should be thankful for the independence that comes from managing your own schedule, which allows more time for family gatherings and personal pursuits. As a notary entrepreneur, one of the things I'm so thankful in this industry, several years ago, before I got married, I was a single father of 5 kids. And I really wanted to have some time with my kids. And I know there's a lot of single parents out there. And being a single parent, sometimes you have to work 2-3 jobs. And when I fell into this notary entrepreneurship, it gave me the opportunity to coach my youngest son in basketball a couple of years. And I really enjoyed that experience. I remember putting my older kids in soccer and in some sports. I wasn't able to coach them because I didn't have that time and that flexibility to do that. But I always wanted to do that. I always saw other parents doing that, coaching their kids. And they were CEO of companies. They had very demanding jobs, but they always had time to coach or to be a part of, whether it's a timekeeper or just coming in and volunteering in the concession stands of their kids' games and stuff. And I always wanted to do that. And when I fell into this notary entrepreneurial industry, I was able to do that with my youngest son, be the coach, and that really made me. I don't know. It really gave me joy being able to coach him when he was in grade school and basketball. So the flexibility and the independence is another reason why I'm so thankful this Thanksgiving Day. That's the third reason. The fourth reason why I'm so thankful is for the professional networks and the mentors. I've met so many great people that I network with, so many great professionals, both in the notary industry and as well as out. So many financial advisors, so many great attorneys, so many notaries, so many schedulers, escrow officers, so many people in the financial industry. I met so many people that I was able to network with, so many other business owners, the networks, and so many people, and that led me to find a lot of people that helped mentor me into what I am today as far as a business person. Having mentors, industry groups, and colleagues who share knowledge and experiences can make a big difference in your business. It could mean whether you are successful or not successful, whether though through associations or online communities. These networks provide support and guidance that can be invaluable on your entrepreneurial journey. One of the first organizations I've joined as a notary entrepreneur was the National Notary Association, and it has been invaluable to me all the resources they gave me at the beginning of the process. Even today, that was a great organization for me to join, to learn from the National Notary Association. You can find them at nationalnotary.org. Great organization. If you're a new notary, or even if you're a seasoned notary, I highly recommend getting that. The resources are unmatched anywhere. So joining professional networks, I highly recommend that. And that's the fourth thing that I'm very thankful for: professional organizations, professional networking, and mentors. Another one of my great mentors, somebody who's mentored me for the last several years, is Elaine Wright Harris in Maryland. She's been a great mentor to me, helped me develop my business, and it is always great to just sit down, have a conversation with her, and she's been always very generous with her time, and she's always helped me. So it's always good to have. I would highly recommend getting a mentor to help you on your notary journey. The fifth thing that I'm so thankful for here in this notary industry is continuing education. Continuing education is just the foundation of a great business. Like I said, I've been in business since 2003. That's 21 years now. I'm so grateful for the opportunities to have a continuing education program, whether you're doing that with the National Notary Association or even with we offer a continuing education program for title producers in both Indiana and in Virginia for a title producer's license. That taking continuing education classes, researching content for creating a continuing education class has really helped me a great deal in my notary business. Thanksgiving is also a time to appreciate the knowledge and skills you've gained throughout the year. Notary entrepreneurs have opportunities to continue learning and evolve in their field, enhancing their expertise and building a competitive edge. Having continuing education is just so key. I can't stress that enough. And I am an approved instructor with, like I said, the two states, the Indiana and Virginia, of continuing education for a title producer's license. And that is so key. I've seen people who are notaries in other states that don't really keep up with some type of continuing education, whether it's on an ethics class, because what we have to do here in Indiana and Virginia, I have to take a certain amount of ethics courses. I just completed an anti-money laundering course, created one today specifically for notaries. It's an awesome course, and just Intro to Title is another continuing education course. Professional Notary is another continuing education course. These courses are so vital to just keep yourself right there. Keep yourself. It's like sharpening a knife. Each year you sharpen your knife, you sharpen your skill sets to be better and better each year, and have the most updated information for what we do. The notary industry, I've heard a lot of people say, if you're becoming a notary, it's for everybody. Anybody can become a notary. I personally don't think that's true. You can't become a notary if you don't meet certain conditions that's set by your state guidelines. So continuing education will help you, keep you in that direction, keep you in that flow of what your state guidelines are. So I'm very thankful to have to take, and I know a lot of people may have a different opinion, that they don't really like the continuing education, but I'm so thankful to have to take continuing education and create great content for continuing education. Just an example, one of the last meetups, I had a notary come to one of our meetups, and she's been a notary longer than me, longer than 21 years. And she came in and she said, I only made about $4,500 all of last year. And she's not one, she was a person that does not really care for continuing education. She doesn't see the value in it. So she came to the meetup, and I haven't seen her at a meetup in years, but she came to this one and said, I just don't see the value of continuing education. I don't like taking continuing education, and it affects my income. I only made $4,500 that last year. Then I had another person that just started a business just for a few years, and she loves continuing education. She takes more educational courses than she even has to. She said, 4,500, I made that last week. So you could see the difference. Somebody who's just got into business, who's really engaged in the continuing education, and someone who been in the business for a long time just hates continuing education. You can see the difference. And it affects, it comes down to your bottom line, your income. So I highly recommend continuing education with an approved vendor for you if you're doing notary signing agent work or even general notary work, an approved vendor. The sixth thing that I'm thankful for, and this is something that I think this is has the most impact for me, is the ability to make a positive impact in my community. Not only do I do loan signings, car deals, always at hospitals, nursing homes, assisted living, rehabilitation centers. I'm always in there. It's so satisfying for me to do all those assignments. I could be in, like last week, at the hospital with the surgeon who just completed surgery, came out, he was buying his dream car, did the assignment there, and then leaving and then doing something for someone who just got evicted but just got a settlement, and going in and signing with them so that they can get a new place to live and they can move their family in something more secure. It's so satisfying. Another assignment that makes it so satisfying for me is working as a poll worker, and that's a POLL, poll worker during elections. That's very satisfying for me because you're in the process, you're in the mechanics of elections. You're helping people. People see you. You're a notary already in the community, and you see people that you don't know. You see every day, maybe in the grocery store or when you're out on walks. You see them, but you just say hi and bye. But then they see you as a poll worker, and that just gives you, I think, as a notary, for me, my experience, more credibility as a person, seeing you help people at the polls and working the polls. That is so gratifying to me. Notaries play a critical role in people's lives, often handling sensitive and important documents. It's a rewarding profession, very rewarding profession, knowing you're helping clients with significant life events like buying a home and setting up estate documents, which contributes to meaningfully to their lives. It contributes to their lives. To do anything important in your life, you need a notary. You need a notary when you get married, when you get divorced, when you're buying property, when you're selling property. Anything meaningful when you're doing your estate planning documents, anything meaningful, you need a notary for. And that is part of, it's not just the money for me. I know a lot of people sell products and they say, well, you buy this product, you're gonna make a ton of money as a notary. It's not that anymore for me. Maybe it was at the start for me, just being completely transparent, and hopefully this is resonating with you out there. But just having the joy of helping people in their major life events, being there and having a positive impact with people along their journey in life. That just helps me, and that's what I'm so thankful for, being able to have that ability to make a positive impact. Thanksgiving provides an ideal time to pause, reflect, and celebrate these professional joys and opportunity. And I hope you out there celebrate with me these positive things to be thankful for the community support, business growth and opportunities, flexibility and impact, professional networking and mentoring, continuing learning opportunities, and the ability to make a positive impact. I hope you like this content, you share this content, and definitely subscribe to this content. I really love doing this each and every week for you, and I hope to see you next month or next week rather, because we're going to have even bigger and better things happening in the very next couple of weeks. Can't wait to share those with you. See you next week.